The entire nation of Turkey is in for a rude awakening. The plane hasn't even hit the tarmac yet, and the first gauntlet has already been thrown for our Filipino champion. As the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open kicks off this February 1st, Alex is set to collide head-on with Turkey's fiercest contender, Zeynep Sonmez. Make no mistake, this is not just another match on the schedule. Sonmez isn't a stranger. She is Alex's former partner on the doubles court. They know every secret in each other's playbook, but the question remains, who has the grit to survive the desert heat? Remember, Alex crushed Sonmez back in June 2025 at Eastbourne. That was then. In 2026, Sonmez is a completely different beast. Hungrier, sharper, and far more lethal. With Alex nursing a nagging thigh injury carried over from Manila, the pressure is on. Can she fight through the pain and assert her dominance once again? We are breaking down the numbers, dissecting their shared history, and revealing exactly why Filipino resilience is about to shatter Turkish hopes. This is the opening salvo in her WTA 500 campaign. Don't you dare blink, because this time it is strictly personal. Come February 1st, 2026, all eyes in Abu Dhabi will shift from the towering skyscrapers to the clay, witnessing a battle where best friends turn into bitter rivals. The undisputed queen of Philippine tennis, Alex Eala, is gearing up to launch her assault on the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open WTA 500. Fate, however, has a twisted sense of humor, pitting her immediately against none other than the Turkish sensation Zeynep Sonmez. Why is the entire tennis world buzzing about this face-off? Because Alex and Sonmez share a history that goes far beyond the net. They were allies. These two didn't just share a court, they shared laughs during practice and traveled the tour together. They know exactly where the other is weak. But under the Abu Dhabi lights, friendship takes a backseat to survival. Only one can advance in this prestigious tournament. Flashback to June 2025. The pair last locked horns at the Eastbourne Open qualifiers in the United Kingdom. On that day, Alex proved she was the superior force, sealing her dominance in a nail-biting finish. But be warned, the Zeynep Sonmez of 2026 is not the same player. The Turkish star has emerged as a dangerous dark horse, riding a wave of momentum that has stunned fans and skyrocketed her standing. Sonmez has downloaded Alex's entire game plan. She can predict the cross-court forehand before it's even struck, and reads Alex's serve like an open book. It is the ultimate tactical nightmare standing across the net from the one person who knows your every instinct. Adding fuel to the fire is the whispering concern about Alex's right leg, an injury lingering from her brutal campaign in Manila. Back in Turkey, the headlines are screaming that this is the perfect moment for Sonmez to exact her revenge. But they are underestimating one crucial factor. Alex's fighting spirit only gets deadlier when she is wounded. Beneath the massive digital billboards lighting up the UAE, this match will serve as the ultimate litmus test. We are about to find out if she is truly ready to defend her hard-earned spot at world number 49. While Sonmez relies on raw speed and stamina, Alex will leverage her pedigree as a Grand Slam junior champion to keep her emotions on a leash. The social media feeds in Istanbul and Ankara are exploding with curiosity. Everyone is asking the same question. Does Zeynep have what it takes to derail the Filipina star's momentum? For us Filipinos, this isn't just a match. It is the beginning of a Middle Eastern takeover. This opening round means more than just points on the board. It is a statement to the world that not even your closest ally can stand in the way of a queen claiming her throne. As they step onto the courts at Zayed Sports City for warm-ups, you can practically feel the static electricity in the air. This is personal, it is explosive, and it is a showdown you absolutely cannot afford to miss. When Alex Eala and Zeynep Sonmez take the court this February 1st, they carry with them a heavy history of fierce competition. If we dive deep into the record books, our champion holds a pristine, undefeated record of 2-0 against her Turkish rival. Their first collision was back in 2023 at Nantes, France, where Alex displayed nerves of steel to grind out a victory. Their most recent clash at the Eastbourne Open in June 2025 was a massacre, with Alex dominating in straight sets. Even though they shared the doubles court, in a singles match, Alex has proven to be Sonmez's absolute kryptonite. However, complacency is the enemy. The 2026 version of Sonmez is rock solid and no longer intimidated by the big stage. Let's take a hard look at the official world rankings. Alex Eala is currently sitting pretty at world number 49, the first Filipina in history to crack the top 50. Meanwhile, Zeynep Sonmez is holding on to the number 1 ranking for her country as of January 2026. When it comes to hardware, Alex boasts 4 ITF singles titles and that historic WTA 125 victory in Guadalajara back in 2025. Sonmez isn't arriving empty-handed. She is wielding that gritty WTA 250 title she snatched in Merida back in 2024. Alex might hold the superior ranking, but Sonmez has tasted championship gold, fueling a dangerous belief that she can topple giants regardless of their status. Step onto the court, and you will witness a collision of two completely different worlds. A clash of styles so distinct, you simply cannot look away. Alex brings the fire with a baseline assault that is pure aggression, armed with a lefty forehand that strikes fear into anyone standing across the net. She whips that ball with wicked spin and impossible angles, a nightmare specifically designed to dismantle right-handers just like Sonmez. Forged in the fires of the Rafa Nadal Academy, Alex plays with tactical genius, while Sonmez operates as a relentless counterpuncher waiting in the shadows. She is a human backboard, returning everything with interest and baiting her opponents into committing those agonizing, unforced errors. Her entire game is built on sheer grit and unshakable resolve, refusing to surrender a single inch of the court no matter how long the rally lasts. Why are we betting on an Alex victory? It is that lethal lefty advantage. Just look at Eastbourne. Sonmez was completely lost trying to track the trajectory of Alex's shots. That cross-court forehand hammers into Sonmez's backhand with crushing weight, pinning the Turkish star deep in defensive territory. Then there is the mental warfare, the psychological edge. Alex has already conquered her twice, putting all the weight on Sonmez. In those tight moments, the ghosts of past defeats might just force a fatal slip-up. Ride the wave of the Abu Dhabi momentum. Despite the injury scares, Alex enters the arena as the chosen main draw wildcard. With the organizers backing her and her face plastering billboards across the UAE, that star power fuels a surge of adrenaline she cannot get anywhere else. But the real shadow hanging over this battle is the lingering question of physical endurance and history. Will her right leg hold up against the relentless grind Sonmez demands? If Alex unleashes her power to keep points short, she could end this quickly and decisively. However, if Sonmez manages to drag her into the deep waters of a punishing war of attrition, our champion's resilience will be pushed to the limit. Yet, history shows that true grit always rises to the top. We are expecting fireworks for her Abu Dhabi opener, proving to Turkey and the world that the Queen of the Philippines is an immovable force. Mark our words,